Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Real Betis 1, Real Madrid 1. Enough of the, you know, hiding around the bush, and enough of the rant. I don't care anymore. I have no emotions. I don't feel sad. I don't feel upset. I do feel a bit angry, but in terms of emotions, it's not as bad as it once was. And look, it's been building up. It has been in the making for the last 4, 5, 6 months, and it comes to a point where when are you as a Real Madrid fan, if you are, when is that sort of turning point and breaking point where you just say, you know what, I don't care anymore. I don't feel upset. I don't feel emotional. I don't feel frustrated. I don't feel disappointed. Like, whatever negative emotions and feelings that you have, it just doesn't exist anymore. And I don't even know what to talk about in this review, because everything that has been said and everything that needed to be said has already been said. Everything that we know is a problem, is an issue, has already been said. So we are just like, it's not even a broken record anymore. They need to create a new term to exaggerate the term a broken record, because we are worse than a broken record. The way we are, speaking about the problems. So yeah, I mean, I could literally just end the review right here. I could literally do a 2-minute review and just say, you know what, that's it. But I won't. I will give you a full list. I will give you a full list, and I might do a separate video as well on this alone. Maybe do I want to do another one? You know what? You know what? I will do that video separately on its own. So instead of giving you um instead of giving you too many, things to talk about in this video, I will split it into two videos, because I did tweet um quite a bit of stuff yesterday in terms of what is going wrong at the football club. And look, Twitter/X isn't the best place to go to socialize and to talk about football, really, because there's a lot of trolls on there. But there are also actually a lot of sensible people on there. And I, obviously, as part of the Real Madrid fan, you follow the accounts, you follow the Real Madrid, fan accounts, and, you know, news outlets like Real Madrid news page, like Madrid Extra, Madrid Zone, and these are pretty decent um, Real Madrid what do you call it, fan pages. Um, and obviously through that you will see a lot of other fans who are much bigger in terms of their following as well on X/Twitter. And a lot of things that I've read, I actually feel like, you know what, there are actually brain full people in here. There are actually people who can think and know what's going on and know what's up. Now, on the contrary, there are a lot of people who are still brainless, they are clueless about the situation at Real Madrid. But in terms of Real Madrid fans online, I've seen a lot actually calling it out for what it is. So, fair play, because it's time for unity, it's time to be together and calling things out for what it is. So, I will do a separate video. Probably I'll record it right after this, actually. And I might upload it either later or tomorrow, depending when you're watching this. Um, but yeah, I don't have much to talk about. The game, who cares? The goals, Bellerin got a good goal, had to be him, the ex-Barca player. But apart from that, What else was there to talk about? Nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. You know, you guys know what's going on. You guys know the gist, right? You guys know what the problem, what the situation, what the issues are, and we don't have to dive into it game after game after game to talk about it. The one thing I will end off this video on is XABI Alonso. Sorry. On behalf of the people who were blaming you, sorry. And the day that majority of people come to the consensus that XABI Alonso deserves an apology because he wasn't the problem, is the day that Real Madrid will start winning again. Because if you're constantly in that mentality and mindset that it was XABI Alonso's fault, that means you're not open to change. And I don't mean change as in the managers, the coaches, I mean the players, I mean the board, I mean the structure, I mean the vision. More than just the manager, more than just the head coach. Whatever you want to classify the manager / coach as, go ahead. But that person in charge is not the problem. He is part of a problem, but he's not the problem. So yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, hit the button, subscribe to just on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.